Hey guys, welcome back to Maxed Electronics, and you might think it's a deja vu because we've already looked and pulled apart this light with a radar detector, and it's an emergency light also. However, there is a little thing that makes it very stupid. As you know from my previous video, which you can check out in this link right here, the light is fully waterproof. So technically you can submerge it in water and the water shouldn't get in there. The screws are waterproof, the sides are waterproof, even the cables that's coming in and out are all silicone tied. And usually when you open them up, they perfectly clean inside because again, they're fully waterproof. However, if we look around, first thing that we know is the battery compartment. That is not waterproof. That is fully opened. And even though the cable that goes inside, let me see if I can show you. You can see that, hang on, let me get a torch. Oh, it's overexposed. You can see it's got a seal, and it is a watertight seal. And even the mains power cables are watertight. So if you're mounting it up on the wall, the water, battery side down, the water technically can't get in there. But it can through the sides, because the sides here are not waterproof. That's going directly into battery compartment, as you can see from the light coming out of there. So the batteries will take on water, and that's not good for your light. It's going to die. The next thing that is very, very stupid is the way it mounts. So all the contacts, as you know, that pops up off its bracket. The bracket goes up on the wall or up on the ceiling, and all those contacts are exposed, even though the cable here is watertight seal. So if you're mounting it up, say, under your deck, if the water gets on the deck, it's going to pull up in here first of all, and there's no way for it to escape. And of course, when it's pulling up, it's going to pull up in the AC compartment as well and short circuit all your pins. It's going to trip your safety if you've got the safety installed. So you can't mount it this way. Again, battery compartment downwards, still can't mount it this way because that's a direct way for the AC, as you can see, for water to get in. So point of this being waterproof, I am not sure. There is no really way unless you mount it this way, upwards, but then what is the point of this light going upwards? Then, yeah, the water can still go around and yet it still can get into the compartment on the side here. So indoor light, yes. Outdoor light, not so much. However, they have upgraded. Recently, I've obtained another version of this light, which is this one, same size. You can see it's slightly different already. It is fully sealed, it's waterproof, and this time they probably realized their mistake and it is fully waterproofed. Now, it doesn't have any battery compartments. As you can see, it's all sealed up, so the only access you can get is through the back here, which is usually have a rubber grommet, which is missing from here, but that's the only way the water can get in. And if you have a proper rubber grommet in here and use silicone around the mounting holes, it is watertight. So let's have a look at the differences. It is quite different. There's no battery compartment on the outside. Everything is on the inside. Now I've taken a liberty of undoing all the screws, and it is significantly different already. We still see the radar detector. I'm not sure what that center one is for. The other one, where is it? So this is the radar from the other light. It's got 4 pins, 2 inputs, 2 outputs. It's a bit dirty, but anyway, that's a different type of radar. It's a lot smaller. To pop it up, you simply open those, which you already opened. You push it down here, and the whole panel comes out. There is nothing in here except the mains connector and the little dangly thing so your light don't fall if it's mounted upright. Now, let's have a look at the light itself. So the LEDs are using obviously the SMD LEDs. It looks like what is it? 1210 maybe? And yeah, looks like 1210s. There is no, in the other light, again, watch the other video, it's got 2 sections. You've got, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 LEDs around, and 2 LEDs in the center. The 2 LEDs in the center are emergency light, and the rest of them are just for lighting, because it can be used as a normal light. This doesn't have that. It's just one panel for emergency lighting, and for the main lighting, again, we've got test button, the test LED, the radar, and let's have a look at the back. They used a universal driver in there. So here it is. This is a lot better than the other light. The other light had 2 drivers. This one's got only one, and it's configurable. So we can, again, it's got proper batteries with it. That's usually the batteries that come for emergency lights. And we have a universal driver that can be used for any lights. So if I zoom in, if I can find my remote, we can see it's got some dip switches in here, the blue ones and the red ones. And that's the settings for the dip switches right here. So you can, where is this? There's the settings. You can change it depending on your light, your battery, your charging current, depending on which batteries you install, 1.8 or 3 or 4 amps, that's connector for the battery, and the charge current adjustable here. The LEDs, which currents you have, it's fully convertible. And the radar comes on a little RJ connector as well. Battery. So that's a pretty cool box. So it can be ripped out of here and used for any other purpose. Now, let's plug it in and have a look what it looks like compared to the other light. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause for a sec. I'm going to assemble this light and connect the mains to it. And what I will do, I will then come back and we'll turn it on. And then we'll have a look what the other light looks like right after, so you can compare the brightness and how equal the light spreads through here. The light is assembled and plugged in. So let's turn it on. So as you saw, it's a smooth start and it's quite uniform. It is pretty good at lighting things up. And let's now check out the other one. The battery is flat, so the emergency light's not charged, but that's okay. Let's check out the other one now. Here is the second light, and let's turn it on. As you saw, the center came on as an emergency light, and that's the emergency light. Big one, once the radar calibrates itself, you'll see it again. It's not uniform, it's more centered. The other light, as you noticed, probably was more wider. This one may be slightly brighter, there it is, than the other one. And again, it turns on, it's just instant on, where the other one is ramp on. So this must have been one of their first versions of the light. The other one is much, much better. So that's it for this short video. I do have quite a few projects coming up. The circuit boards should arrive tomorrow, and I will have a new video ready for you by the end of the week. Thank you so much for the Patreons. I only have 3 so far, but every cent counts. That's what helps me bring you new projects. That's it for today. My name is Max. I will see you next time. Bye.